There's a saying that nothing happens with a tzaddik, with a righteous man, without his permission. Tzaddik goizer v'akadosh baruch hu mekayim, it says. Even says that a tzaddik commands and God follows. Today, the 27th day of the month of Adar, is a day which we commemorate a very sad moment, but obviously it was with the Rebbe's, with the Tzaddik's permission. Now what is this day? Before I explain it, let us say Tehillim together. Chapter 100. Mizmor l'soida rila adonai kol haaretz yivdos adonai b'simcha bo lefanei birnono. D'u ki adonai elim hu asanu v'lo nachlam v'tzem marisa bo yishor b'soida chatzorisa b'silo. Hoido lebaruch shemo ki tov adonai le'olam chasdo v'yad dor v'dor emun asoi. Let us give some tzedakah together as with the prayers for the safety, security of all the soldiers, of all the Jews all over the world, and the ultimate redemption, which this will bring the ultimate peace. So let me share and explain. As I said, on the 27th day of the month of Adar in the year 1992, on a Monday, the Rebbe, while being at the Ohel, which was the resting place of the previous Rebbe, where the Rebbe would go and pray and discuss things with the previous Rebbe, unfortunately standing there, he suffered a disabling stroke. On the same day, 2 years later, the Rebbe lost consciousness following another stroke. And sadly, 3 months later, on the 3rd day of the month of Tammuz, in the year 1994, the Rebbe concealed himself from us. As I said, nothing happens without the Tzaddik's permission, and nothing happens without the Tzaddik giving guidance. So listen to the following. 2 days before the Rebbe suffered a stroke, on that Shabbos, the Rebbe held his usual Farbrengen with thousands of Chassidim and Jews from all walks of life gathered in 770, listening for hours at the Rebbe's talks, saying L'chaim with the Rebbe, singing joyous and melodious Chassidic tunes. This looked like a regular Farbrengen, like any other Farbrengen that the Rebbe held for over 40 years. In one of his talks, the Rebbe dwelled on the fact that the Torah reading of the day Vayakel is on many years read together with another section, Pikudei. And the Rebbe explained that although Vayakel and Pikudei express the contrasting values of community and individuality, and the need to unite the two, to build a community that fosters rather than suppresses the individuality of its members, and to cultivate an individuality that contributes to rather than conflicts the communal whole. And then the Rebbe asked a question. If that is the case, why does Vayakel come before Pikudei? Vayakel, which means gathering community. Pikudei, which means counting individual. Don't we first need to develop and perfect the individual before hoping to make healthy communities out of him and his fellows? So the Rebbe explained, the Torah's viewpoint is, make communities even before you have perfect individuals. People are not bricks or gears, which must be individually forged to perfection before they can be assembled together in a constructive way. People are souls with a potential for perfection implicit within them. And nothing brings out a soul's potential as much as interacting and uniting with other souls. Imperfect individuals brought together in love and fellowship make perfect communities. The Farbrengen having ended, and those who had not yet done so went home for the Shabbos meal. As soon as Shabbos was over, a group of scholars gathered to recall and write down the Rebbe's words. Within 24 hours, the Rebbe's words were transcribed, translated into a half-dozen languages, and faxed to hundreds of Chabad Lubavitch centers around the world. And the Chassidim now had material to study, disseminate, and implement until next Shabbos Farbrengen. But unfortunately, on Monday afternoon, as we said earlier, the 27th of Adar in the year 5752, March 2nd, 1992, the Rebbe suffered a stroke that paralyzed his right side and most devastatingly robbed him of his ability to speak. There was no more Verbringen on the following Shabbos, nor on the Shabbos after that. And then it became even clearer, the Rebbe's message on Shabbos, that Pekudei now, he can be heard through the voices of each and every one of his countless followers and admirers who live his message. And all of us are anxiously await the moment when we will be reunited with the Rebbe revealed as Mashiach. And may this happen now.